Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're great. Here Guiance. Hope you're having a great time and that you really liked the last video. I'm really humble and I really like all the love you have given me. I really appreciate all the likes and all the subscribers, so thank you very much for that. And well, this video is basically just gonna be addressing that big question. Now, that specific question when we see or we get in love with the scene or the music scene, and we see that DJ in that festival or in that concert that it was super amazing, right? And that question basically is, what do I need to be a DJ and not fail in it? Right? So in this video we will be addressing like several steps or several of requirements that we have to have or cover in order to be a successful DJ one day, you know? So let's start on. Okay, perfect. So let's start with the answers of the questions of what do we need to be a DJ specifically, or to start in the world of DJing and basically start to getting on it and start playing on clubs or in any other like venues over there, no? So basically the first thing you will need to have basically that in this globalized world I think most of us we really have access to is basically the number one is a computer, right? Because in the computer you're gonna be downloading the music, you are gonna be basically entering to some websites of music in order to download it or just to see how is it going the artist you're really following or that it's your idol, for example. I don't really know now. And this takes me to the basic item that is the number two and I think maybe the most important one, no? That's basically the music. We need music. So it's really important, and just a quick advice here, you define the type of music you want to start like playing or DJing, because that type of music later on you're gonna have to process it in a DJ software, and that takes me to the third item you need a DJ software in order for that music to be processed and be read by the current DJ gear that you may have in here. So yeah, please take in consideration that. Please start downloading the music you want, you like, the genre you're like most likely or most willing to DJ in future basis. And if not, please download a lot of music so you can start playing along. Because all of this, the main thing or the main objective and the most valuable one that I think a lot of people doesn't really say it, is that you have to have fun in this. At the end is your hobby or the thing that you want to take and you want to spend a lot of time or some time to invest in. So please, if you're not having fun, I don't think it doesn't worth it. But a lot of us, and if you're seeing this video, I think you're having a lot of fun. So never mind about that. So just taking into consideration number three, the DJ software, I would really recommend you guys to use rather Rekordbox, Virtual DJ, Serato, or Tractor. That are basically the main ones worldwide. And the one that I basically use or that I really feel really comfortable using is Rekordbox, mostly because these players and basically the top DJs, players that are basically are the ones that you see on festivals and on concerts on that, are with the Rekordbox software in them. Right? So I really like Rekordbox. However, if you feel comfortable with other ones or with the other ones, it doesn't matter if it is Virtual DJ, Serato, Tractor, don't worry about it, because basically all of them do the same stuff of processing the music, so don't worry about it. However, I'll really recommend on my own basis Rekordbox, no, on that part. And this brings me to the fourth thing or item that basically you might need to DJ, right? And quick disclaimer here, disclaimer alert here. Production, disclaimer alert here. We have to take into consideration that for the fourth item that you might need to DJ or to become a DJ or incurring in this world is basically you need a DJ controller, right? However, there are a lot of DJ controllers nowadays that are basically on the phone, on the computer, or if you really want to invest a little bit of your capital or your money, please, the minimum considerations are two. That DJ controller basically has 2 players and 1 mixer. And why I'm telling this, because maybe some of you will be asking, isn't that obvious, man? Like, what the hell, no? If you are willing to invest in some of these equipments, if you see these equipments doesn't really come like in one specific item or at the shop, you have to buy it individually. So that's why I'm mentioning that the minimum requirements are basically 2 players and 1 mixer. And quick tip here, you can also play with 1 player, but I think that's a matter of discussion for another video, so never mind. And second tip, and it's really important for me to fulfill this in this video, like, you don't need to start with the top gear in order to basically get along to be a DJ. So don't feel that pressure that you have to have the best equipment, the best music, the best computer. No. You can be a DJ with the minimum basics. However, if you want to incur on being like a pro DJ, a high quality standard, or get along with, quick thing, you don't have to do it as well. You can do it with the minimum basics. It's not that hard, believe me. And if you start in this world, you are gonna see why I'm saying this, right? So yeah, let's continue with the video. So what would be basically the fifth, the 1, 2, 3. So what would be the 5th element or item you might need to DJ? Basically, some headphones. Yeah. So headphones are gonna be really good for you in order to monitor your music and to start getting along with that DJ skills. And I have some, for example, these ones are like a B mode. I have some recommendations for you if you are willing to invest a really reasonable quantity in your DJ gear. I will suggest these ones. These are some B Moda. They have some amazing basses, so I really liked it, and they are really manual. And other brand I really recommend that are top DJs use are Sennheiser headphones. And my favorite ones, but unfortunately they are discontinued, are the Beat Mixer headphones as well. Hey, once more, here you don't need the most top headphones in order to DJ. You can start along with the basic one, like $10 headphones are in your current convenience store, or wherever you find in the lost items in the school or in your dad's abandoned thing. So yeah, you don't need the high quality audio or high top gear on that case. You just need something that lets you monitor the audio in here, right? And what would be basically the other specific item, and this ones is more like if you want to be more a DJ that it's already playing in clubs, in some gigs, in some other venues, right? So I think the jack adapter is one really important thing you might need, because a lot of mixers specifically or DJ controllers have both specifically entries. They have both entries for this specific entry here and also for this one. However, and this is a thing it had passed to me in the past, that basically you go to a club or you go to a specific gear, and there are some items in the mixer or in the players that basically due to use and to time there are machines that they might not work. So it's really preferable you are prevented with one of these, so you can just enter your headphones line here and just connect it into the mixer. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically another one. This 7th or 8th, I don't really remember at this moment, I think is the 8th. It's basically a USB, no? So why do we need a USB? Basically, when you're processing your music, and this is a cool advantage of the DJ gear when you are like a club DJ or a DJ on different venues and gigs, is that USB is gonna help us basically to save our music, save our information in order for us to just plug it in when we get into a club, into a gig, or into any event we go to play, and just start playing on it, right? So whenever you process your music from the DJ software, you have to save it in the USB, and you can basically keep it in your pocket or keep it like wherever you want, no? And it's real comfortable just to have your material in a really comfy place, and it's not really heavy, and it's really portable item. So that's amazing, and I love that part of this like DJ world and era, no? And well, last but not least, I think is the ninth element. This one is really optional because on my point of view, when you're really getting started in this world, you are using a lot of the headphones in order to monitor the different canals or channels here and see how you're mixing, how you are basically DJing, right? So that's why it's really optional, but I don't want to miss it out. And those are basically monitors or just like a speaker. You can just start with the bare minimum speaker with some cumbias over there, you know. Or you can start with some like studio monitors, right? However, it's not really worth it when you're starting again, because once more, when you're starting in this world, basically you're monitoring all the time the different channels and the different songs in order to match it up and make a success in the mix, right? So yeah, that's basically an optional one, basically. So yeah, guys, that's it. Basically, those are all the elements, all the items that you might need to become a DJ. Again, you don't have to start with the top gear or with the most expensive one to become a DJ. You can start from the bottom and just keep practicing on that. And later on, I will really recommend that if you really like this world of DJing, you get in love with this, you get a little addicted to this, then you can start investing a lot more and start like improving your gear. But yeah, basically those are all the elements you might need to become a DJ. So once more, thank you very much. If you have any question, any doubt, please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe to my channel and like the video. I really appreciate all the support, all the comments, and well, we will see you in another video. Thank you very much. I'm Guiance. What's up?